You know, it kind of makes sense that Ryuji has like a lot of lightning spells going on because Captain Kidd is a pirate, and there would have been like a lot of stormy seas, a lot of lightning.
You know, I guess that makes sense because there isn't a water.
There's not a water type. What? Why is there no water type in Persona? Hi everyone. What's
no salt type?
Yeah, there's no salt type either. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, where the people are in. I'm Lujack.
I'm Taylor. I'm checking the feed to make sure that it's smooth. Wait, no, hold on. I was telling Lujack. Oh man, I wish I could remember his name. I was watching a bunch of clips of his rap battles, and they were neat. But there's one. I was telling him there's this one rhyme that I thought was very fun, and it was just I'm like a stagehand the way I'm pulling curtains for you. Like,
yeah, it's a pretty good line.
That's good. I like that wordplay.
It's a good line. But yeah. So, welcome back, everybody.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. This isn't even a normal stream night for us, but here we are.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Said I'm too tired to stream. There we go. But yeah, I'm sorry for our lateness.
Sorry about that. I was busy and then I was tired and man, it was a lot going on.
I don't know what you're doing lately, but you need to do less of it.
Well, one of the days was just a day of like running errands, and then the next day I think I was just tired from the previous day of running errands.
Well, Lujack, of course you have to run all the errands. You're like the only person awake during the day.
Well, this is just me, man. We spent like the whole day out of the house together running different errands because we both had shit to do. It wasn't just like I had errands to do or I had errands for the house to do. It was like we both individually had things we needed to leave the house for, and therefore the amount of time spent out of the house.
But Lujack, if you have the one car, then you're like going to the same places.
Yeah, but we had to go to a bunch of different places.
I guess it depends on if your route's more efficient or whatever, but...
Well, I mean, we had a pretty efficient route, but we both had different places.
Someone help my man out here.
Anyway, moving on. So, Phoenix Wright. What the fuck were we doing? Did we talk? What happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Taylor?
Nick, you're wasting your time. I don't know if you heard me the first time.
Oh, no, I don't think I did.
Last night was Christmas Eve. It was with Fiancé. The fiancé. I just realized.
Dude. Hold on. Did we ever see Fiancé in this story, or is she just like an off-screen character?
I think Larry has that like Luigi syndrome where anytime he's on an adventure we don't see it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this crazy thing happened. I met this lady called Fiancé. She looks like Beyonce. I want her to be my fiancé.
This crazy thing happened. I got a mansion like for no reason, and I went into the mansion and it was haunted by ghosts.
You just give me a star. Mario interrupting.
Luigi, I just need a fucking star, man. I don't need to hear about your haunted mansion.
On purpose, as part of the gag. Sorry. I've been standing out here in the cold.
Oh, sorry. What? No, that's not the correct button. Oof.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be over here in the corner taking poison damage. Oof.
Oof. Ooh. Hold on, wait, which game is that?
It was not a specific game, but it was like a tweet I saw, and it was really funny. No, I think it was one of those like screenshots of Tumblr or something. But I was like, oh, that's a good gag. Mainly, I would say it goes back to like Morrowind, maybe earlier, where if someone took poison damage, they didn't use a different like sound cue for poison damage than they did for like normally being hit. So it was just lots of like, but like just periodically.
That's really funny.
Oh, sorry. I just had question mark as a line, so I'll go.
Oh, right. That's right. That's my line. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya.
No, it's just Beyonce's not in town right now.
I keep trying to advance the dialogue with the spacebar because I've been playing Persona 5 Royal, and that's usually how I advance dialogue in Persona 5 Royal. Also, normally I would be advancing dialogue with the controller anyway, but my controller's dead right now, so...
That's why you always gotta have 2 controllers. That way one's always plugged in.
I have 3 controllers, but...
Oh, and like 2 of them are busted?
Yeah!
I told you! Okay, you do have the number for the
I do have the number, but that wasn't gonna happen this last pay period because I had to buy clothes.
Oh, dang.
Do it when I have free money.
I can pick those pants, as I get it.
Oh yeah, please.
That'd
be
great. We got a whole like economy here where we're just doing favors until we have something that neither of us can fix, and then we have to go and pay someone real money to do something.
That's how it goes. What is
fix all?
What is a friendship if not just like an economy of favors?
We need a friend who's just like Teddy from Bob's Burgers who can fix things on the cheap because of how many things.
Just some super cheap guy that just wants to hang out with us.
Hey Bob, what do you want to do with these boxes?
Hey Bob, have you played that Persona 5 Royal? Oh, it's a great game, Bob.
That's my bit. I don't know if we've mentioned it on the stream, but we have this recurring bit where I imagine that Teddy from Bob's Burgers gets into gaming, and so every time he shows up at Bob's Burgers, he'll start talking about video games.
Yeah. Did we do that on the Titanfall stream?
Burgers, does not. What?
Did we do that on the Titanfall 2 stream?
Maybe. I think it's been a while.
I feel like we did.
I like the idea that like he's talking about like video games from at least the last like 5 years or something, and like Bob hasn't played a video game since like he went down to the arcade at one episode. Like he does not play video games; it's not one of his hobbies. And so like, but like Teddy really gets into it, and like he'll start telling a story, and then all the kids will like stop like cleaning, like putting things away, and just start listening to his stories. Like, have you played this game? Have you played Titanfall 2? Now you think, oh, I should probably play the first one. You don't need to play the first one because all the plot takes place in the second game. It's so good. So there's this talking robot. It's just I just like the concept of Teddy.
You can like run on walls. You know how we have that joke where you're running around at the speed of diagonal? Well, you can literally do that in this game, Bob. You just run around diagonally.
I don't think we've ever told that joke.
Bob starts
from Aaron Hansen. Wasn't there like a movie about that guy? No, that's Evan Hansen, different guy. Oh, sorry, that's my line. He's in Hawaii on a photo shoot.
A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow.
Neat.
That's not how you that might be how I would respond.
You know, we had built up such a Shaggy-like persona, and I feel like that just doesn't work with this Shaggy persona. They're like, oh, there's a murder here. Well, I'm getting out of here. Anywhere near locations with the words like spooky, haunted,
Or
scary,
hydroclonic, but that's for a totally different reason.
or hydromonic, or hydroclonic. Which I didn't get that joke until like 5 years later.
I didn't.
Oh, the,
I didn't get
I
that
thought it had
joke
something to
until
do
I
with like
watched.
hydrochloric acid or something, but no, hydroclonic is from hydro and colonic, like the colon.
Don't look
Hydrochlonic
it
places
up.
where you would get your butt cleaned.
Or do look it up. I don't know. I didn't get that joke until I watched the Microwave Society video on it like years later, and then I looked up what it was and was like, oh.
It's a lot less dangerous than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like hydrochloric.
The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth.
Nick? Why would Larry know about Edgeworth? Yeah, did he ever meet? I don't know. No, he didn't, because there was a different prosecutor.
I think they knew each other in college or something. If
Yeah, but
correct.
we don't know if he knows that.
We don't know if.
Whoa, Nick! Whoa, Nick!
Ah, what the fuck? No.
Interrupting him by showing him a cool item. Yeah, look at this.
Hey, but check this out.
But look at this. Jesus. But look at this cool outfit I got.
It sounds like a Scott Pilgrim bit.
You don't mean that, Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Edgy the Hedgy?
Yeah, that Edgy the Hedgy. He's a murder suspect.
Whoa. Murder? I feel like they should have made a few more sprites for him, because I can't get a read on what his...
Yeah, his emotional... Yeah, his facial expression right now, it's like, I can't tell if you're upset, annoyed, or constipated. Like, what's your vibe?
That happens a few times in Persona 5, where, like, I don't know, like, Ann will be, like, shocked, but she'll have, like, the hurt face, where, like, she got one eye closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but guys, you have a shocked emote. I know, because, like, there's, like, this, every character has, like, 7 sprites or whatever, and you're very picky about when to use them.
Yeah. Man,
I know you got that in your back pocket.
This fucking game's being picky about when it wants me to have the free time to go to Mementos. Man, I went into a whole nother palace without getting a goddamn chance to go to Mementos. I have 5 fucking requests on my fucking mission log right now.
Jack, it gets way better than that, because I need to look this up to figure out how much of a conspiracy this is, but there's a convenience store called the 777. So it's like a 7-Eleven, sure.
Yeah.
It's the 777, and it has special deals on any day ending in 7. So it's the 7th, the 17th, and the 27th.
Oh yeah, I also work there.
Yeah. But get this: if you buy stuff there, you get the special deal. But also, if you work there, which you can do after buying stuff there, on a 7-day, then you get extra pay, and I think you might also get more charm points because you're interacting with more people. Like, it's just like it's more efficient to make sure that you go there on those days, right? But like 2 or 3 times in a row, there's been like a game event on a 7-day, like one that's like set in stone. Because it's one thing where it's like, oh, we'll go to Mementos today or whatever, but it's another thing for like an event to happen where it's like, oh, this character interacts with this other character, and then we skip straight to like evening, and I'm like, wait, hold on, no.
Yeah.
My job.
I have not gotten to do a single 777 day yet, because every time they contact me, like, and this isn't just 777. I think it's the Beef Bowl place too, if I recall correctly. No, not the Beef Bowl place.
I don't know what
not the Beef Bowl place. A different place. It's another convenience store place in Shibuya, I think. I can't remember what. Or is it? I don't remember.
Well, there's the 777, the Beef Bowl place, and I think the Flower Shop.
I think the Flower Shop is the one who also has a special deal day, if I recall correctly. But I
I
don't
think
think
so.
the beef bowl has anything like that. Not that I've seen. But I have not gotten to
Yeah.
see. I have not been able to work on any of those days because every time they're like, "Oh, hey, today's the day to make more money," fucking Ryuji or An or Mishima will be like, "Hey, want to hang out today?"
And it's driving me nuts because I'm just thinking of that like that scene from Night in the Woods, which I still, you know what, Blue Jack, you'll have to be my guy in the chair and put that on my game list because I keep forgetting that I haven't like played I haven't played more than like the first 15 minutes of it twice.
I haven't
I've
even
gotten as
played
far
any
as
of it.
poking an arm with a stick.
I watched you play some of it, but I haven't
I've
actually
gotten to
played
the
it myself.
cliffhanger twice.
That's a
It's like
oh
the
man.
opening. Yeah, it's like the opening act. You know, you learn the navigation system, and you learn how to talk to people, and you learn how to do like parkour and stuff. And then like you find a disembodied arm, and you poke it with a stick, and it's like, oh wow, this is probably the main plot of the game, right? This will be really interesting. And then my as my character, I get home, I'll play that little roguelike game that's in the game. And then I got stuck, and then I got frustrated, and I was like, well, how can I beat this game if I can't beat the roguelike first?
How can I beat this
And then
game
I
if I
just gave
can't beat
up.
this game?
Yeah, because I really wanted to, like, beat that and see if there was, like, a special, like, thing or whatever,
I
but,
can't
yeah.
beat this game unless I beat this game.
You can't beat this game unless I beat the game in the game. No, where was I going with it? Oh, right, the convenience store, where, like, you should be able, it would be funny if you could just invite your friends to meet you at every job or something. Because if you're at the convenience store, they mentioned this in the wiki, that like there's a chance, I don't know if it's random or per day or something. There's like a chance that any of your contacts that you've made will see you at the convenience store, and you'll get like a single point towards them, which is pretty
There
cool.
are a couple of scenes of I think there's at least one scene that I remember of where Ryuji will like show up at the 777 and be like, "Oh, dude, you work here? Oh, cool, neat. I'm gonna go get stuff. I'll see you in a minute, I guess."
Yeah, that with me that happened with On one time where she's just like, "Oh, hey, you work here. You look like a strawberry."
You look like a strawberry. I keep waiting for On to like show up at the flower shop while I'm working and be like, "Yo, I need a bouquet for
Weird
Shio or
that
something."
I thought she liked flowers. Yeah, and we know that she hangs out in the underground mall, so it's weird that she doesn't at least like see
Yeah,
you
yeah.
at whatever act.
I keep expecting her to show up because I think I keep expecting her to show up to get like a bouquet of flowers for Shio specifically, for like when she's in
She walks up
rehab.
and she's like, "Hey, do you have any bouquets of flowers that are just large enough to hide like a couple 9mm Scorpion automatic pistols?"
I
Like
got this.
theoretically.
Theoretically, if I have like a small talking cat friend.
Yeah, why, yes, look at this chart. And you pull down a chart, and it's just like approximately how many flowers you need for different kinds of gun. This
I need
many
two
for a sawn-off
SMG.
shotgun, this many for a MAC-10, this many for a MAC-10 with the suppressor.
I just need a bouquet that can fit a couple SMGs.
Dude, oh man, I'm now rethinking it. They should let you rename yourself in the game because I feel like instead of Ren Amamiya, it'd be funny if his name was Mac Ingram. It makes it that much funnier when Sai is just like, I didn't think you'd get involved in organized crime. It's like, my name is Mac Ingram.
My
I was
name
born
is.
for this.
What did you think was gonna happen?
My nickname is 10, Mac 10 Ingram.
I do love that second in the. I do love that little moment in where you start talking about Makoto and says just like, wait, my sister got involved in stuff. Wait, what?
Well, Lujack, I told you this, and I saw this meme all the way back when I was playing the like original Persona, and then I checked on the Reddit to see like what other like jokes and stuff. But someone's like, I've been someone's like, oh yeah, I chose out of all the romanceable like friendshipable romanceable characters, I focused mainly on Makoto because the tighter your relationship is with Makoto, the funnier it is to cut back to Sai, because presumably by the third act, Sai is sitting there like, oh wait, hold on, so like. Wait, so that you're the guy that my sister's been talking about, who's like you're considering like being fiancés?
You're the guy that my sister is dating? What the fuck?
The one that's been dating that you've been dating for several months now because this game started several months ago.
So aren't you supposed to be like a world-class detective or something? How did you not figure this out? Did you?
It just didn't make sense. You weren't in the same room at the same time or something. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, the more you date Makoto, the funnier it is.
I mean, at that point, I like to believe that it's more a matter of Sai just not really being one to pry into her life that much.
Well, I imagine that it's like I imagine it's a linear scale where the closer you get to Makoto, the further Makoto gets from Sai, which is why she's kept it a secret. Like, basically, it's just that moment of Makoto just sitting at the dinner table, and she's like, "What if we did nice things?"
Yeah,
Dad would feel about the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah,
Sai's just like, shut up, you pizza.
Yeah, the more I see of Sai, the more I'm like, Sai, I don't think you're really a good sister. I actually don't know if you're even a good person. I kind of feel like you might have a palace.
Here's the thing, is that, like, I saw that, and, like, the first time I played the game, I was much younger and much less, like, I don't know, socially aware. So I was like, oh, they're setting her up as kind of more of a negative force, and this is like also a triggering event for Makoto to realize that she needs to do something. She can't ask Sai for permission to be a phantom thief or whatever. That's thematically important. But as an adult, I see that and I'm like, whoa, lady, that was out of nowhere.
Whoa, Jesus Christ, be nice to your sister. Maybe have some ice cream with her.
Did you remember to take your Deloxetine this morning? Because a little spicy.
Like,
you deserve that.
Did you take your medicine this morning? Do you need?
Not being a judgmental way.
Not in like a judgmental way. I mean, legitimately, are you okay? Are you? Like,
not a proportional reaction to what I was picking up.
Like,
or what I was putting down.
Yeah. Picking up way different than what was put down. The vibes are off, man. My guy.
The vibes are off, Mike. I couldn't figure out how to phrase this comment because I wanted to comment on that, and it's like the thing I don't get is like the number one reason why I was pointing out that this is an anxiety attack, this isn't like a legitimate thing, is that like that's the kind of fear that I would have where I'm like, oh man, I'm so freaking out. What if I'm like this huge burden of the people around me, even though like I'm economically sound, I'm fine. So I'm looking at Sai and I'm like, aren't you like a district attorney? Like one dependent?
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be struggling that much financially speaking. Like, what is the... I mean, I know working conditions in Japan are known for being kind of horrendous, but are district attorneys in Japan just, like, not able to afford good housing for their sibling they have to take care of?
Well, that's the thing, Jack, is that it's not that she's not paid enough, it's that she has to prove a case... She has to prove someone's guilty within like 3 days, because of the new trial system.
Yeah. Oh, okay, my brain fried for a second. I didn't. That took me a minute to get that joke. That's funny. Yeah.
How is there not a Shrine Girl themed like character in Persona?
I think one of the arcanas for one of the characters is Priestess. Is it Makoto? No, I don't think it's Makoto.
But I feel like it would be played straight, where you'd have a character who is straight up a Shrine Girl, and then her persona is like... I think her persona would be like comically non-Japanese.
I mean, I think that fortune teller that you saw in that one new district is probably... a confidant you can get. Not a Persona user, but a confidant. Dude, we gotta get back to the game!
I know, but let me say this thing. So I'm just imagining, it's like Maya Fey, and And then like her, I don't know what her persona like mode would be, but she would normally be a shrine girl, and then when she personifies, I don't know, she's got like a pantsuit or something. I don't know, something cool, maybe cooler than a pantsuit. But then the persona she summons, instead of something like you would expect that was like at least somewhat Japanese, like a Goemon or some kind of like dragon or something. Instead, it's just like a serpent, and it's like, oh, it's Needhog, from like Scandinavia, whatever.
Oh yeah, isn't that like the weasel guy that spreads rumors or
No,
something?
that's Ratatoskr.
Ratatoskr,
Although
no.
Ratatoskr would also make an excellent,
Well then,
an excellent persona.
that would be a great persona. Oh, okay, wait, then who's Needhog? I don't remember Needhog.
Needhog is I don't have it right in front of me, but they're like one of those world serpent type things. Hold on.
Oh, like Jorgenmander. Or Jormungandr? Is it Jorgenmander or
In Norse
Jormungandr?
mythology, Needhog, aka Malice Striker in Old Norse, which, come on, that belongs in a video game. Is
It
a
does
dragon
belong
who
in
gnaws
there.
at the root. Yeah, gnaws at the root of the world tree, Yggdrasil. In historical Viking society, Neath, that was a term for a social stigma implying a loss of honor and the status of a villain. Thus, its name might refer to a horrific monster in its action of chewing the corpses of the inhabitants of Nestrond. It was guilty of murder, adultery, and oath breaking.
Jesus Christ.
But I don't know. I'm a sucker for big spooky serpents that bite things.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just get out, Needhog.
Needhog used Zeo or whatever.
Yeah, I just anywho. Right. Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. Do you know him from more recently than that, or do you just have like a really good memory? I accidentally like spat. I said it, and I should say it and not spray it, and I accidentally sprayed it, and while I was talking so loud. What?
Wah wah. Samurai dogs.
Tell me about the dogs. Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look board-shaped. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, if you could see the bun.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Oh, I get it now. Because Gourd Lake. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch.
Ouch.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof works. Samurai thing was Fiance's idea. She's my woman, you know? She was all like... change the name and you go, girlfriend. Maybe change that banner. I wanted to call them that guy from Naruto dogs, but I couldn't remember his name.
Wait.
That became the joke. Not me having a complete brain fart and forgetting Naruto character. Who's the gourd guy? God, help us out.
Fucking Gara? You mean Gara? Of the funk?
Lake dogs.
Gara of the funk?
Gara dogs. Gara dogs.
Gara dogs.
It still works.
Yeah, no, it's...
kind of works.
Yeah, it works. Gara dogs.
But it's too many layers deep.
Yeah. Gara means love or something, I don't know.
Well, you see, they're bent like a samurai. These hot dogs are bent like a samurai sword because they are cooked with a hotter temperature on one side than the other, like a samurai sword. That's really cool, but also that sounds like a bad way to cook a hot dog, to be honest. I prefer a hot dog that doesn't shatter under high pressure.
Yeah, right.
the kids can't love these those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong.
You seem wrong.
I've only seen ninja dogs. I've never seen a samurai dog.
Do you think the
Oh, and
samurai...
guess
What? Oh, sorry.
that was
the line. Sorry. Do you think that the samurai and Naruto have like their own like samurai animal companions?
You know,
like
okay, first I'm gonna say yes, but because I think it was in the very first episode, like the pilot episode, Naruto steals that ox, that cow that's got like the banners on it.
Yeah.
That's very specifically like a Japan thing where like you dress up your cow as a mount because horses, I guess, weren't as popular. But I was thinking about that, and I was like, maybe samurai went extinct in the Naruto timeline. Like, maybe samurai are to ninjas in our timeline, where, like, they're like, oh, yeah, there used to be this class of, there's, like, this entire, like, warrior class, but then, like, some like, stuff fell from the sky and gave us superpowers, and it just completely destroyed the samurai market.
You know that samurai still exist in Naruto.
Oh, okay. I didn't know enough Naruto lore to say so.
Like, they're actually kind of important. They're not super important. They're only important in, like, one arc where, like, there's a Kage summit and, like, all the Kages meet up, but they meet at the Land of Iron, which is where the samurai live. And the reason why it's held there is because they're a neutral country that's not aligned with anyone, so it serves as
where all
a
the
neutral...
samurai were banished by the other all the clans that went ninja. Right?
Sure. No, the samurai just kind of do their own thing in Naruto. They have like chakra swords and shit. Mifune's kind of a badass.
I have to assume that maybe it's just an anomaly from like the pilot episode and then, not really showing up until much later. But I do like to imagine that that ninjas don't use or unless they're a Kage, I guess. They don't typically use like the bowls with the banners and stuff on it. Not bowls, the like oxen or whatever. I forget what they're called. They have a whole name, but the dressed up cows.
Yeah.
So imagine only Kages and samurai use that, and that samurai are surprisingly rare. They exist, but I like the idea that they're like a historical footnote in Naruto. It's like, oh, samurai are around still. They're somewhere.
It's more like they exist as just sort of a reclusive group of people that kind of don't really get involved with anything. They're like Canada, I guess.
Hey, Lou Jack, you saw the Weird Al biopic, right?
What? No.
Oh, well, then my joke isn't gonna make sense.
Yeah, I don't really tend to watch those things.
Opens up a big old book, but instead of being Amish, it's like, my family grew up samurai.
My family grew up samurai.
Yeah, it's just like, I didn't know you were from samurais. Yeah, well, we don't tend to talk about it.
You're lying.
Sorry, we're getting a ton of Alright, hold on.
You alright there, dude?
We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. With what with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy!
What?
Gordy? I know it's been a few weeks, but it's only been since this morning since Maya heard about Gordy.
Yeah.
I don't know, a half hour ago.
Yeah, not that long.
So Mitch... I should have done vocal exercises. so Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry?
Larry boy?
Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. He'd buy ice creams and sit precariously on the edge of a clock tower.
Deep cut for all you Kingdom Hearts 2 fans.
That's a real deep cut to one of the most popular anime games.
Yeah. It's not really a deep cut.
It's a deep cut if you're I don't know, like younger than I.
If you're not a gamer, sitting on the edge of a clock tower eating sea salt ice cream and
I like that
bitching
is
about
enough
school.
of a meme that like people in tabletop games will do that as a gag where it's like, meanwhile it cuts to us and we're just like sitting on a rooftop eating ice cream. Let me like an animation like that. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. I don't know if it was his dad or like his adoptive vampire dad or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
like his father? Had to get his knowledge score up so he could become a vampire. Yeah, Edgy's pop was like a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. He really rebelled against the family tradition and became a prosecuting lawyer instead.
Yeah, for real.
Wait. A defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. This bar doesn't have a fire exit. But, editor, put that in.
This barn doesn't have a
prosecuting attorney.
This barn doesn't have a fire exit.
No,
what?
It's this like clip from the Simpsons where Homer Simpson is like sitting at a bar and he's having a full glass of beer, and he's clearly in a lesbian bar because there's just only like ladies all around the place, and he goes, "Wait a minute, something's off here. This bar doesn't have a fire exit. I'm getting out of here. Enjoy your fire trap or whatever." And he like leaves, and then just two other women on their way in are like, "Oh, it's her problem."
It's really, I need to look up that clip. That sounds really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee.
What?
One of his many vampire powers.
That's what he expected to.
I read that line. I read that line so fast it actually kind of worked. No, he's a prosecuting attorney. It's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. The opposite of a prosecuting attorney was like a career criminal or something.
Yeah, right.
Like a mobster of some kind. Go figure. Always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about his man's duty to society and all that. What a bore!
What a bore! I mean, yeah.
Something about gaining new strength and becoming a confidant, allowing you to gain power and knowledge.
Look, if I were
to break the bonds of ruin or something.
Look, if I were in high school and I had a weird, edgy, overachieving friend who talked about this kind of shit, I too would just be like, yeah, cool, sure thing, man.
But think of the context though. Like imagine your classic like edgy guy in high school, but his main goal isn't like oh, I want to win the lottery, or I want to skateboard for a living, or something like back in like, I don't know, middle school. But instead is, I want to be like my dad, a
prosecuting attorney or a defense attorney.
Defense attorney. Which I'm like, oh no, you're kind of, it's kind of a good goal.
It's kind of a good goal, but you still talk like an annoying poet.
You're a bit young to be considering that like full line of thinking, but like, I would, get your law degree, see where it goes.
Make some new confidants to break the chains of ruin, or whatever Igor says.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the line either, and it was killing me.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Something rehabilitation, something dark side.
Something confidants, something chain of ruin.
I wonder what changes mind, though. You know, Nick? Oh, sorry, I thought that was me. Nick?
Fucking fine now, man.
Also, for those who just listen to our episodes, like, mostly listening, like you're, I don't know, animating or editing or I don't know what the heck, I apologize for not giving more different voices between Maya and Larry. I am trying, though.
It's just one of those nights.
I don't know.
I don't know, Randy Feltface.
Thanks, Randy Phillips. What's Gordy? How much what's Gordy with you? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here, in this very lake, a giant, mysterious monster, Gordy! A monster?
Spooky, scary, Gordy monster.
Spooky, scary, Gordy Lake. Yeah! Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper, and there's a photo. Wow, it's really real.
That's not Gordy.
Yo, I just realized something, Luchak.
Wah.
Remember how I was talking about the genetic testing and how like there have been like searches and there's been like physical searches and drones and like sonar in the Loch Ness and they never found anything.
Yeah.
They did like do DNA test, like a new kind of DNA test in the water, and we're like, oh hey, there's a species of eel that we haven't discovered that like is here. I don't know what it looks like, but it lives here.
It exists, I guess.
Yeah, I just realized like there should be a bounty on getting that eel, like not, like in the safest way possible, but at least like getting a good picture of it, because whoever discovers the eel first will discover the, in quotations, like real Loch Ness monster. They'll be the first person to have evidence of that eel, because we've never had a confirmed eel there.
That sounds like a One Piece filler arc.
Oh, where it's like, oh, they say there was a monster, but we figured out it's probably an eel, but
yeah,
we don't have confirmation that, like, what the eel looks like, and we are scientifically interested in it. Like, it is legitimately useful information.
Yeah. I
want to see the Loch Ness eel. Sorry, that was my line.
That was your line.
Nick, a monster! A real monster!
Yeah. It's probably just a log or something. Right?
It's like, looks like that Socko guy that gave us the snackaroos.
Wait, what?
Sock puppet looking guy.
Oh, from fucking my friendly neighborhood.
What was his name?
Was it Ricky? No, was it?
I think it was Ricky, but I imagine his name is Socko instead because, of course, I would imagine his name is Socko.
Because obviously his name would be Socko. You gonna look at this character and tell me his name's not Socko?
But yeah, gonna leave us some snackaroos.
Some snackaroos. Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
I wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion?
Me, the natural skeptic. And why did you frame the picture like that? Shouldn't it? Do you normally center your photos so you're standing to the left of a bunch of empty space? That's how you can like mess up almost like any like like any like spooky or coincidental picture where it's just like, yo, what's up with like this weird thing in the background? It's just like, well, if there wasn't a weird thing, wouldn't the picture be unbalanced? Like you'd just be kind of on the left side, just kind of standing there awkwardly.
Right.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion?
I'm just imagining like a Phineas and Ferb gag where there's like a Loch Ness monster and it opens its mouth and produces like a realistic like distant explosion sound. Just like a. It uses that as a biomimeticism, as explosions are their natural prey.
Yeah, of course. I've never seen Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, you only need to see a few episodes, and you'll kind of get the gist of it.
Nah.
It's good music, it's got fun animation, but it's not cutting edge in its formula.
But what about the Larry the Platypus?
Larry? Larry the Platypus?
Larry the Platypus.
The guy who does the voice for Doofenshmirtz is like very online and like will just show up on like YouTube shorts and stuff, and it's very funny because he's like he still does that as a bit where there'll just be a clip and it's just like teal and orange the platypus. Like it'll be like a minimalist parody of the right. Sorry, you lying.
Larry, can I borrow this article from you?
Sure, no problem. That'll be 1 million yen. 1 million?
Grow up, Larry. I ain't giving you 1 million yen. Court the article added to the court record. Alright, let's move to the woods. And then let's... Huh, she ain't here. Alright, well then let's move back to the public beach. And then from there, let's go to the boat rental shop. Can I still
Let's see if we can bother the boat rental.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here yet.
Am I just dumb, or does this chapter feel less structured than the previous ones?
Man, I don't know. Maybe both.
It's like the previous ones. I feel like they had more of a flow to them. Whereas here, I'm like, all right, this got here, and then wait. Have we seen? Did we go back to? Did we go back to here? No. Did we go to the criminal affairs department? No.
Yeah,
Go back to here. Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's just...
I just need to plug in a phone at each of these locations and then just call that phone.
Criminal affairs department.
If you understand, just nod. Are you nodding?
Are you nodding? December 25th, Police Department Criminal.
I think that was a gag from Shark Tale, and it's actually a really funny gag in my opinion.
Yeah, that
Like
sounds
someone
like
over
a
the
pretty
phone
gag.
saying, "If you understand, just nod," and then a short pause, and then, "Are you nodding?"
There was some good gags in Shark Tale.
Yeah. Not a gumshoe in sight.
Not a single gumshoe.
Oh, right. I gave him kind of a vaguely Muppety voice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. I think he's questioning his life decisions. Apparently, an important witness turned up. I mean, we only have one witness, so yeah, seems important. He'll be in there a while.
Thank you, Jim Henson Puppet Guy.
Thank you, Jim Henson Puppet Guy. That reminds me, Lujak. You know how I've just been like making like curtains and handbags and stuff. Like cartoons are decent money, but like they're kind of irregular and they're not like what's the word? They're very practical. They can be pretty, but like I've been thinking, what if we bought like a bunch of felt and like googly eyes and we just started making Muppets? Like no one's ready for Muppets to just be to you just making a Muppet.
Yeah,
we just make them.
We could just do a whole
no
Muppet
rules.
show. We could just do like a whole Muppet show.
I mean, because like a well-crafted Muppet always feels like an artifact, or like they feel like they have to be made or sold somewhere because they're like deceptive. They're probably like deceptively easy to make, like the simple ones at least.
We could
So,
make
like,
my friendly neighborhood characters.
Yeah, so just making the ones from scratch and be like, oh yeah, this is like I don't know, I'm trying to think of a creature off the top of my head. It's like there's a I don't know, Tad the toad.
Tad the
Whatever.
toad.
Yeah, where you just make little like characters or whatever, and like I don't know, I feel like it'd be really funny, especially if they got just that little bit of uncanniness, like the Muppets that are slightly human-y.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Lotta Hart. It has to be.
Stupid name. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why she wasn't at the gourd lake or whatever. Wait, so does that mean there's nothing I can do here? That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
Sorry, I was trying to find that thing, that name that Daffy Duck found annoying.
Darwin.
It was like
Darwin.
Darvin. What?
Darwin.
They have Darvin? Yeah, they have Lotta, but not Daffy?
They have a lot of it, not Daffy.
Stupid name. Turns over, there's Lotta holding the little mini license plate that says Lotta on it. It's a great name. Walks out.
It's a great name. Just leaves.
Oh, sorry. Move in the crowd. Wear drab clothes. Never enter the target's field of vision. They're learning the shadowing skill.
He must be doing image training for training or whatever.
Trailing. Training for trailing.
Training for trailing.
Editor add in like some Metal Gear Solid music, but just like a tiny amount of it. But like it just cuts in and cuts out. Like it's just long enough for your brain to recognize it as Metal Gear Solid music.
Can I talk to this guy?
All right, so we know Lotta is here. Wait, Lujack, you know what that means?
What?
We'll go to the lake and touch all of her stuff.
Oh my God! You shit! You right. Let's.
I'm just thinking like, what's the next thing? Well, I don't know. Let's go.
Let's go touch your stuff.
Let clear. Because now we have that article, so we know that this was the camera that took the. Well, if this wasn't the camera that took the original Gordy photo, it is the type of camera that could take a Gordy photo, and therefore would be the only camera, the visual evidence.
Indeed.
And again, we did see the picture. Supposedly there's two pictures, and we only saw one of them, which is really leaving a lot up in the air.
Yeah, that's very sus. That's highly suspect.
It's been such a roller coaster though, because it's like, oh, only one person saw it, and they didn't really see it. They didn't have a camera set up to take a picture at the exact right moment, but it's also really far away. So it's really just two silhouettes. It's not great. Like it'll add up to something in court, but it's just not as concrete as we thought it would be.
It's really not. An expensive-looking camera faces the lake. Next to it is a large microphone and a blue plastic sheet. Looks like a computer is attached to the camera. Okay, can we fuck with it though?
I do like that when we were introduced to the camera, it's like, oh, it's plugged into a microphone. Well, maybe it activates with noise, and we made a bunch of noise, and it didn't activate. And it's like, oh, okay, it only activates with certain kinds of
It's
noise
gotta
and at
be
certain loudness.
gotta be a very loud kind of noise.
Very loud and short, like a party popper, or I guess a Gordy.
I guess. Nothing to do here. What the fuck?
Imagine trying to like imagine doing the laying the groundwork for your crime by being like by spreading a story about a lake monster that sounds like a gunshot. But then like every time you try to do a crime at the lake, people are like, was that a gunshot? I'm gonna go check to see if it was Gordy.
Right?
You're actually more likely to get caught now because people want to see the lake.
Yeah, that seems unfortunate. What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. What are they called fingers if they never fing?
Well, why are they called seagulls? I mean, I get that they live in the sea, but gull means to, like, be kind of shitty or something, doesn't it? Why are
No,
they
that's
called
gall, not
gulls?
gull. If anything, why are there not other types of gulls, like land gulls?
I don't know what the
Gulls?
fuck even is a gull.
I'm gonna have to look that up, but I have to read this first. You show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer. I was at the Excuse. I was at the office Mia worked at. Met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait! You mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. And we will do that next time.
Next episode.
On the next episode of People Orient Z.
We've got the timing down perfectly so that I don't have to use the restroom during the stream, but we don't have it down so perfectly because I still end up awkwardly sitting here like, how do I mention I have to go? 'Cause that's the thing. For you and I, it's just a casual night. But if it's on the recording, it means that like whenever someone's watching the episodes in a sequence, it'll just be like they'll keep having episodes that just end with, all right, I gotta go, I gotta pee.
Alright, I gotta leave, bye.
They're just like, how often are these people peeing?
Just every time this guy has to pee, every time they finish recording.
And then it's just like, well, yeah, we record like once a week. I would hope that you pee more than that. Welcome to People Orients, the only stream that pees several times a week. I've been Taylor.
I've been Lou Jack.
And I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Put your favorite talismans on your cursed items.
Drink lots of water and play Persona 5 Royal. It's a great game.
Yeah, it was better than you expected. I never saw that coming.
I never saw it coming. That game was too quick for my eyes.
I meant it's too fast for eyes.
Bye. Never see you coming.